me and this gorgeous lady, we're headed out to the Rednecks. We got our coats packed with it just in case, because it's Kansas and you have no idea what the weather's gonna do. So yeah, we're headed out there to go do some wiring on this truck. Headed out there to do some wiring on his truck, and we're gonna get a few things done, get the cab set, get the front end set in, and start getting it really put together. So we got the harness in the car. I gotta glue a few things. It'll be the first things I do when I get over there. So let's hit the road in the Subaru. So we're over here at the Rednecks and we're getting stuff leveled. We got this sitting, we got everything jacked up on stands. Now we're gonna start working the cab. He's checking a little bit of fender stuff, and we're checking a few sizing things because we got some fenders that have been spliced in the middle, which is weird. So what we figured out is we have a little bit of tweak up here, so we're gonna actually heat up this mount right here, knock it down a bit, and then we've got this side shimmed up, but that way we can get stuff a little straighter. We got to get the cab still a little bit more straight, but if we can get this straight and get the cab straight, then getting the fenders and everything good, super easy to do, because then we can get the relation between them. Then everything else will start fitting. So it's a little bit of work, but we got the whole front end strip. We're getting it straight. Just takes a moment, but it's really worth it when you get it right. So we're starting to put it back together. We've got the front up here. We got them sitting there level. We measured out here at the ends, and we've got it all nice and level in between. Took a little bit more shim, so we got shim on that side and really no shim on that side, but the only way to fix that would be to straighten the frame a bit. And these old trucks, there's a lot of twist in them anyway, so it's not a big deal to actually add some extra like rubbers and shimmings, but we've got it sitting straight and we've got that sitting straight now. So now we're working on fender gap. This isn't actually the fender we're gonna run because it's a bit rusty, but this one hasn't been cut anything, so that bolt up here is the same in both of those. Where this fender that he actually wants to use was cut right here. So this is one fender and that's a whole nother fender. That's a whole nother problem I don't want to have in the mix at the moment while we're trying to get everything to somewhat fit. So we can make garbage fender fit later, but we're going to make rusty fender fit now. Understood. Bye. It's taken quite a bit of tweaking and adjusting, but I think we are in a realm where we can be satisfied by the actual fender gaps. So like this can actually tuck in like so, you know, bam, look at that. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. Same thing on the other side. So now we're gonna fart with some inner fenders probably. He's gonna come out and we're gonna fuck with that next. So we'll start actually somewhat putting it together. Fancy. So we're pulling the front end again actually completely off, because we're going to cut the frame. No, don't worry. Trust me, because we actually did this mod. He put on a different steering box, so we're going to cut the actual frame so we can teeter it down so we can actually get the twist out. We measured the entire frame, and we figured out it was right here. So when he was welding, a little bit of heat got in there, threw us off, and that's why that front bumper is just a little bit crooked. See how it's higher on one side than the other? So we'll actually get this side down so then everything else will kind of fit. We're going to be in a way, way, way better place. So we're taking it back apart so we can cut it and then put it back together. Yeah, no big deal. So we got the front end back off and he got the steering box out the ways. And now we're getting ready to figure out where we're going to make our little slice and our cut and get ourselves down. So we don't have to move much, because you got to remember a little bit back there is a lot over here. So like if you have an 1/8 inch over there, as it travels a foot, you could be over like a 1/2 inch. And then as it goes 2 feet, you know, you're going to be like 3/4 of an inch. So a little bit is a long way. So we're going to start with one blade width, you know, the cut off, and let's see where we go from there. And then we'll do some tweakings. Yeah, still cutting. Still cutting. Well, we got a bit of a gap that we're getting in there. Did a little slice down. Wow, that's pretty good. We're getting it all figured out and lined up. And getting it fixed. A little dangerous. And now we're welding it back up. It'll be all nice and straight. Oh yeah. So we are putting cab mounts back in. We got a little bit of an issue. We're gonna figure that out. We got the front back level. We're getting the cab level again. Now we're doing shoving around and figuring stuff out. Right now I'm dancing around parts and the ladies are over here playing with puppies. So we got the bumper up there and we're looking at our distance between that and there. Because right now we are about a little less than 2 and we have a lot of fingers, more than 3. So figuring all that and doing a little bit of goofing, moving, and getting everything straight. Since we have this sitting down where it should be, so the bumper's sitting right. Now this is sitting right. Now we got to make the rest of it sit right. So that's what we're fucking with right now. We have it back together on this side. We are actually back straight, and on this side we left it open because we still need to do all the work on the frame and everything down in there. So we're gonna work this side of the inner fender separate because we still got a bunch of work to do. But I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy with how it's coming out. And we got one side back straight. We did not get to play with the harness, so I can take the harness back home with me and I can work it back at the shop and finish all the plastic stuff on it. So I am very, very stoked about that. Are you happy, sir?
Yes.
Are you happy? It's actually lined up. Magic. Ooh. It's starting to look like an actual truck. Look at this. Yeah, you see that? There's fenders on here. Ooh, fancy. We're all fancied out here. Very fancy. Very excited. I just wanted to show you guys a side profile of it. So we're getting her together. So we've got this in, other thing in. We're tired. Doors are closed. Ladies are inside. It's cold. They want to call it a night. I think we should call it a night. So I'm going to head back to the bus. So I love you guys and thank you for following along. I know every day seems a little different and it's all kind of different videos and we're doing all kinds of fun shit. And some days we're hanging out with him, like you'll probably see him again, probably tomorrow or the next day because we're going to be bringing the stuff out and we're going to lathe that rod because it's a hair too long. So we'll get on that tomorrow because we're also going to be doing paint tomorrow. So we got fab and paint and all kinds of fun shit tomorrow. So yeah, stay tuned. It's going to be fun, exciting. I'm fucking excited. I get the airbrush. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.